Hello and welcome back to WordStream English. Today, we're diving into the idea that a simple hello can transform not only your English skills, but your confidence. Many listeners have told us they hesitate to speak. Guest, why is initiating a conversation often the hardest step for language learners?
That's a fantastic starting point. The fear usually comes from self-doubt, worrying about grammar mistakes or not being understood. Interestingly, a Cambridge study found that 68% of English learners hesitate to speak out of fear of embarrassment, not lack of vocabulary.
That statistic really puts things in perspective. So, it's less about what we know and more about our mindset. Could you share an analogy to help listeners see this differently?
Absolutely. Imagine learning to ride a bike. The hardest part is pushing off and pedaling for the first time, not mastering advanced tricks. Similarly, saying hello is like that first push, imperfect but essential for momentum.
So, the first step is about breaking inertia, not achieving perfection. That's a powerful shift. Let's use this foundation to explore how a real-life example illustrates this principle. Let's talk about Ananya, a student from India who faced her own fears at a bus stop. Guest, what stands out to you about her decision to speak up despite her worries?
What's remarkable is her choice to act despite uncertainty. She saw a tourist struggling, hesitated, but then remembered her teacher's advice: English is about being brave. That moment was a crossroads: stay silent or take a risk.
Exactly. Her story reminds me of how growth often happens outside our comfort zone. Even though her grammar wasn't perfect, she made a meaningful connection.
Yes, and the outcome was eye-opening. Research by the British Council shows that brief, authentic interactions like this one-minute conversation can boost a learner's confidence for weeks.
That's inspiring. It's a reminder that sometimes one word can create a ripple effect, leading to greater self-assurance and willingness to try again. Let's make this actionable by highlighting some vocabulary from Ananya's story. For learners, mastering words like hesitate or brave can make a difference. Guest, can you elaborate on why these words matter?
Certainly. Words like hesitate don't just describe actions, they help us name our feelings. When you know how to express uncertainty, you gain power over it. Similarly, brave is more than an adjective, it's a mindset that shapes behavior.
That's a great point. And phrases like take a deep breath serve as both language tools and practical coping strategies. How might learners use these in real-life conversations?
Try saying the words aloud before you need them. For example, repeat, I am proud in front of a mirror. This practice builds neural pathways, making it easier to recall under pressure. It's like rehearsing lines before a play. Practice leads to fluency.
Building on these concepts, let's introduce a practical step. Today's Hello Challenge. Guest, why do you believe starting with just one word can lead to real progress?
Because it lowers the stakes. When learners focus on a single familiar word, it removes the pressure to be perfect. Studies from the University of Michigan show that students who practice micro-interactions, like greetings, experience a 30% increase in speaking confidence.
That's impressive. And if listeners want to extend the conversation, what simple follow-ups can they use to keep things going?
Start with questions like, how are you? Or, can I help you with something? These prompts show genuine interest and invite response, creating a positive feedback loop for both speakers.
So, every small step counts, and over time, these moments add up to real fluency. Let's shift gears and involve our listeners. Sharing stories like Ananya's can motivate others. Guest, how does community support accelerate language growth?
Learning thrives in connection. When learners share their successes or even their struggles, it builds empathy and encouragement. According to a 2022 Pearson survey, 78% of respondents felt more motivated after hearing peer stories.
That's insightful. It's almost like social proof. If others are brave enough to try, we feel empowered to do the same. What would you say to someone who's hesitant to share their experience?
Remember, your story could be the spark for someone else. Even if it feels small, your courage to reach out might inspire another listener to take their own first step.
As we wrap up, let's discuss how listeners can maintain momentum after taking that first step. Guest, what strategies help learners keep building confidence day after day?
Routine is key. Set a daily goal like greeting one new person in English or journaling a simple thought. Research in language acquisition shows that consistent, small actions outperform occasional, intensive practice for long-term growth.
That's a powerful takeaway. And for days when motivation drops, what advice would you give?
Remind yourself that progress is rarely linear. Celebrate every effort, no matter how minor. Over time, your collection of small victories becomes the foundation of genuine fluency and self-assurance.
Thank you for these uplifting insights. To all our listeners, remember, one simple hello can open a world of new possibilities.